Good morning, Charles Dickerson High School. I'm Jack Linskins from the T-Bird News Desk, and I hope you have a fire extinguisher because this episode's about to be fire! But first, Pledge of Allegiance presented by Nick Nelson.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to Nick Nelson for the Pledge of Allegiance. Now for the T-Bird Top 3, the 3 things happening in the high school this week that you should definitely know about. Marking Period 4 ends this Friday, March 15th. We also don't have school Friday, so make sure you turn in all your assignments and or missing quizzes/tests. For the second and third topics of the T-Bird Top 3, we gotta go down to the music wing. Let's go! Now for the second topic of our T-Bird Top 3, we have...
From the people who brought you Chicago, we present Honk,
The Tale of the Ugly Duckling. You can see this amazing production on March 15th at 7 p.m., March 16th at 7 p.m., and March 17th at 2 p.m. Be there or be square. Come on, guys.
Well, that was the second topic of our T-Bird Top 3. Let's go to the third one. For the third topic of our T-Bird Top 3, we have...
Lucy Okama, Maren Friedman.
And you guys were in New York All-State Vocal Jazz, right?
Yes, we were. It was great.
It was awesome.
This weekend was all about Joe Sugar Day, which is the beginning of the celebration of Music in Our Schools Month, which is March. And so there were a lot of state legislatures there and state senators. It was inviting back the instrumental and vocal jazz programs to perform for them and show why school is so important and to fight for legislation that provides funding for that kind of stuff in arts.
And how did it affect you guys?
I had one of the best weekends. This was one of the most fun experiences I've had through a school event. I just got to work with amazing people and work with an amazing director and some excellent pieces that we got to perform. I was called up as an alternate. Maren got to go in December for another performance, and I am so grateful that I got to fill in. I just had an amazing time.
Well, thank you for joining us. Let's head back to the desk.
Thanks for having us.
Now to reminder to sign up for this week's 60-second special segment with our new series called Origins.
Hi, I'm Ryder Isaacs, and this is a new series in the special segment called Origins, where we look at famous people and important figures that come from Trumansburg and Ithaca. First up, we'll talk about Ruth Carroll Taylor, an alumnus from Charles R. Dickerson High School and the first black flight attendant. Ruth Carroll Taylor was a registered nurse for many years before becoming a flight attendant. She originally wanted to join the New York City Transit as a flight attendant, but she saw that Mohawk Airlines was hiring minorities for the position. So she was one of 800 applicants that submitted for the role. She got the job out of all of those 800 applicants. After she worked as a flight attendant for a few years, she wanted to become a nurse again, and in 1985, after already becoming the first black flight attendant, she wrote a book about how to survive as a black man in America called The Little Black Book. She is 93. Now back to Jack.
Thank you to Ryder and Zanika providing this week's 60-second special segment. Now for some final announcements. Music students, please make sure to check your Google Classroom this week for your lesson. Practice makes perfect. Spring sports are finally here. Here's the athletic schedule. Please make sure to make your practices so you can pave the way for an excellent season. If you would still like to join any of the teams, please contact any of the coaches. Here are the club and extracurricular meetings happening this week. If you have any questions, please contact the club advisors for any more information.
Here's the birthdays this week. Now, back to Jack.
Thank you for tuning in this week. This is Jack Linskins from the T-Bird News Desk, surrounded by fire because this episode was fire. Have an amazing Monday, everybody.
Why is it so hard? I didn't realize how hard it was.